Thinking I can never live without you by my side. And I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong. And I grew strong. And I learned how to get along when now you're back. Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Benjamin.
Danny Atham, a.k.a. The Juice.
Welcome back again to Something About the Culture.
Yes, sir.
All right, man, we're going to get into this first and foremost, man. A true legend passed away this weekend.
He was the equivalent. He's basically our generation's Denzel. He was on his way to becoming that.
That's exactly what I told my wife. I was like, man, that's like, imagine if Denzel Washington would have passed away after Remember the Titans or Training Day or something like that.
Something like that.
Like, it's just, like, man, Chadwick Boseman was an icon, man.
Yeah.
And I ain't even get to finish. I ain't even watched all of his movies yet. Like, I feel bad because now I got
dope movies.
Yeah, come on, man.
You ever seen A Message from the King?
Nah, but that's one that's on the list.
That's a dope movie, man.
Come on,
you gotta
man.
watch that. It's definitely underrated.
I still have
all-time favorite movie though.
Which one?
For him, 42.
40. Yeah, I would have to.
42.
It's between that one.
Part.
I agree. It's between that one and Get On Up.
You like
I like James Brown, man. That's my movie.
James Brown,
and
man.
I haven't watched The Five Bloods yet. I want to catch. That's another one on my list.
I haven't watched that either. I haven't watched that. But yo,
and
how
of course,
solid is his circle though?
Yeah.
Like nobody knew,
man. Nobody knew.
Nobody knew.
Like,
somebody shout out Jakia if you ever watch the show. She probably is because she asked me about it, so I'll make sure I get her the information. But she posted that and I was like, yo, that's for real. Like, how solid? Like, he battled this for like 5 years.
Yeah, 4
years.
4 years, man. All those movies came out.
Not even a tabloid mention, bro.
Come on, man. And he did all the work for cancer with other kids while he was doing it too. That's man.
Crazy.
So he's promoting help cancer with other people while he's battling disease, doing all his own movies, and man, he was suffering on his own.
Yeah.
And so, man,
that's for me. That was amazing. Just the fact that he was able to. His circle was so tight. He was able to not have anything out there, and B, that he kept on moving like he did, man. Like, you never would have guessed anything.
Never would have guessed it. And like, man, you see all the kids crying and all the pictures. That's got me. Like the young kids. And they always talked about how representation in media and movies and stuff is so important, and just seeing all the little young black children. I heard a story that got me. It was about a lady working a Renaissance fair, and she was the queen, you know what I mean, played the Queen of England in a Renaissance fair, and a young black girl came up, and she said, oh, I'm a princess too, and she was just naming them off kingdoms, and she just happened to say Wakanda, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then she just talked about how black children from then on, young boys and girls were always saying they were royalty of Wakanda, and it was just something that rolled on, and that's something that he was able to do, man. He's like, that's his legacy of like the most iconic black film of all time, man. With the Black Panther. Like, I don't think there's a bigger movie than that. Like, with
as far as just publicity and everything.
No, I mean, like, just overall in general, like publicity and all of that. Like, of course, the promotion of it was huge, but just what it did in media, it wasn't about it wasn't a slave movie. You know what I mean? It wasn't
absolutely that.
It was literally black people in royalty. It was a fiction, and it was a king.
Black people who were advanced.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Who knew mathematics. Like, that's what I really enjoyed.
It was something special to see in a movie, man. Like, all the people who, like, bro, it's a culture thing. We all got up and went to the movies.
Oh, most definitely. Well, you went like 5 times.
Yeah.
But that was the thing for me. It's like black people who were well articulated, who knew mathematics, who knew science. You know what I mean?
And the message in it. It even told the story of all of it.
It wasn't even like they had the culture. They still had African culture. They still had all their roots. They still followed that. But it was like, that's just part of it. Like,
Black Panther was something special, man.
We entrepreneurs. You know what I mean? We are creators, you know what I mean? That's what we do. We take this here and we make things out of it. That's what I really love to see. Like, the action was dope. The movie itself was dope.
Yeah.
But just seeing that and my daughter seeing that in a film, that was what was important for me.
Everybody, all my nieces, nephews, my kids, they want to be Black Panther, man. That's special. Like, that's like to have a character show up like that and be that strong and that.
Killmonger.
Yeah, you know what it is. But man, honestly though, rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman, man.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely,
that was a tough one, and man, that's it. That's a tough loss. He's really young, 43 years old. Fuck cancer.
Yeah, like, yeah, no, down to
like
man.
I guess all I can say. Let's move on from this though.
The Black Panther shall live forever.
Oh, there's one more question. What do you think they should do? You think they're gonna recast it?
Man, you got to.
I think they should do the story when his sister takes the mantle of Black Panther. I don't think they should get another person to play T'Challa.
Man, come on.
I don't think so.
You got to recast, or I mean, I heard Killmonger was supposedly still alive in the universe.
Yeah, there's
and at a point he was the Black Panther.
Yeah, there's other iterations. That's what I'm saying. There's other iterations of Black Panther that they can go with.
I don't think you can just cancel out that character altogether, though.
No, that's what I'm saying. They're not going to get rid of Black Panther.
I don't think you can just not recast it. Like, I think eventually, if the Marvel universe continues on, you have to recast that character.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm telling you,
because here's the thing: I would rather them recast that character than not do that character anymore.
I
think it does. Like, even if his
sister becomes Black Panther,
but even in like that's only for a time. That can only be you got to bring.
But there's a lot of stories, like, even with new stories, man. Like they doing a Thor story where that's new. Where what's the name is Thor.
Okay, we going off topic. I think they need to recast it. You think no? I
think they need to move the storyline along. At least for a while. I don't
for a minute. I
don't want to
do something else and then move on.
Let's move on.
But
rest in peace to my dog, man.
So we talked about this in the episode that never made it out.
Yeah, we did record. We did miss the episode last week. We had technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties, y'all.
It's probably for the best.
But Jacob Blake was shot 7 times in the back.
Yep, we all know that.
We know that.
We've been arguing about it for weeks now.
Right.
On whether it was right or wrong for some reason.
But we all know how we feel about that. But Kyle Rittenhouse, the 17-year-old kid who went and shot 3 protesters, currently is locked up right now. And they are raising money for his defense.
Yeah, man, he's a hero to people.
Yeah, to people.
Like he went out there and did everything he was supposed to do right. Except own the gun.
First things first, he shouldn't even have
so much stuff wrong.
Yes, like, there's so much that's wrong with
how much wrong it was. There was his. I will say, I have honestly no defense for this kid. Like I wanted to. Like I'm an objective person. I tried to look at self-defense. I tried to, like, every angle I look at, there is just, like, he was in the wrong. And there's, like, he's going to go to jail for the rest of his life. Like, that's what needs to happen. If people saying y'all defending, they saying the guys he killed were, like, criminals and pedos too, again, throwing up people's criminal history when they die, like people deserve to die for whatever reason.
They just, half of this stuff, like, is not even for real. Like, people don't even look it up. Like, that's my thing. Like
you just Jacob just Blake see stuff. Was a pedo.
They said he was, which he did have charges.
He had his sexual assault charges were not on a young minor though.
No, not at all. Not at all. But like that's the thing. Like you some like I don't even know. Like people, I'm disgusted with people's lack of willingness to look up the information that they want to share.
Yeah,
like,
it's easy.
That's
it's
the thing.
Too easy to
if I post something and I haven't researched it, I always try and preface my post with have to look this up.
Yeah, you do that.
Something like that. You know what I mean? That way you know.
Looking at stuff later or something.
Yes, I haven't researched this. Do your own research. If I post something and I don't say it, I tend to know what I'm talking about.
People people just be hearing stuff and be like, oh yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
The rumor mill is foul right now.
But this kid Kyle, man,
there's no defense. First off, he shouldn't have been there with the gun in the first place.
He shouldn't have had the gun.
And so that's before we can even get to if what happened after that is wrong or right or what he did, if it was truly self-defense. We have to deal with the first part. He's a 17-year-old gun with a semi-automatic rifle. A 17-year-old kid, I'm sorry, with a semi-automatic rifle.
You had it right the first time. He's a shooter. He's a young gun.
But that's that. So before we can even get into what happened, and my thing is like, Somebody, when I was talking to somebody, it was like, okay, we need more evidence. Then they posted the video. It's like, well, the video doesn't show. Like, okay, what? And I didn't say any of this. I was just watching this unfold on something I had actually posted on Facebook. I just tend to do that lately. Just let people talk, and then if I want to say something at the end, I do. But like, how much information do you need at a certain point? Like, when
it don't fit your own narrative, you need all kind of facts.
Like, everybody's like, oh, we can't rely on anecdotal evidence, but isn't that history? History itself is anecdotal. So if we can't rely on any of that, then your history is void. It's nothing.
We're gonna get into 1984. You can't believe what you see or what you hear.
It's just I'm just
don't believe
done.
your eyes.
I'm done. Like, the kid was wrong. He needs to go to jail. He needs to go to jail.
Like, what I don't agree with, like, we talked about it before, where we did a little piece on Manhattan, where they were locking up children and minors on trumped up charges and sending them straight to prison, no court trials, and the kid was in jail for years, in Rikers Island for years, over a stolen book bag that he didn't steal.
Right.
And he ended up coming out and committing suicide because he because he couldn't handle life outside of prison because he had been in prison for so long.
Or what about the kid that was wrestling?
Yeah.
And killed the kid, and then they charged him. This kid is young enough in his mind to still be fake wrestling, and we're gonna try him as an adult. But people are saying that this kid needs to be tried.
He's in juvenile right now. He's in a juvenile detention center right now.
Right.
As a 17-year-old. Like, granted, he is a minor.
Now, I don't care which way you lean. It just needs to be the same for everybody.
Everybody, man. That's like, man, universal justice, man.
So whatever it is, if you think, okay, if you kill somebody, anybody, no matter what, you need to be going to big man prison, that's fine. But if that's the case, this dude should be in big man prison.
One more thing that really bothers me is how people are not bringing up this guy's criminal record.
Like, yeah.
Like, how do people die and you bring up their criminal record like that's acceptable, but
because they're black
and this kid is completely in the wrong and you still pushing as a patriot and completely ignore it. It bothers me. And honestly, the people who, like, if you're perpetuating that, it looks racist.
Let me not say that.
It just looks racist.
It looks racist. Let me put
I'm gonna just say it looks racist. Like, you can say, oh, I'm not racist all you want. It looks racist as shit, and you can't call it anything else.
Yeah,
because you completely letting it. I ain't even going. Let's move on. He gonna go to jail for forever, man. If he get out, that's, you know what it is.
Speaking of, we'll keep it on ridiculousness. Let's keep it with judicial ridiculousness. That's what we gonna call this section of the show.
I can't lie. You know how hard I had some. I tell you, I started school and I'm in law school. Well, I'm not in law school yet, but I'm taking intro to law. That's the route I'm going. And some of the work I have, you know what I mean, answering questions about law. And, you know what I mean, basic intro to law stuff. So you're like, oh, this is what we do and this is how law works. It's hard as shit to keep my composure and answer the questions legitimately on how the textbooks wants me to answer. I just want to add, except you black. Except if you black, over and over and over again.
Move on.
Like, I keep on wanting to add my little it's rough.
Breonna Taylor's killers still haven't been arrested.
No. They making moves to make it not happen at all, man.
So they issued warrants for her ex-boyfriend Jamarcus Glover, 2 drug-related warrants. All right, which is not the same guy that was actually in the apartment when this all popped off. And so we talked about it earlier.
This was the guy who was locked up that they said they were looking for.
Right.
He gone missing again. He gone. He missed the court trial. And now
they're gonna use this to justify the whole thing.
Yes,
I truly believe that.
Documents leaked. That's the kicker about it. Leaked documents show that Breonna Taylor and him were entangled recently.
Had an entanglement.
Had an entanglement recently.
An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship.
Yes, it was a relationship. Absolutely.
SATC March on the Capitol coming to y'all soon. We're going to work that out.
We gonna march for something. And it might be that they trying to pass this federal decriminalization of marijuana.
Yes. Which is funny because what happens to the cats brought up on fed charges for that after that?
I have no clue, but
Nobody. I didn't see anything like that in the article that we talked about.
I didn't-
Anywhere else that?
I haven't seen any information on
I guess
what.
you had to get your hands on a copy of the real bill.
Yeah, I haven't done. That's true. I haven't seen the real bill, but next month,
that's an
well, I guess
interesting
September. I guess it's in a couple of days.
Because if they plan on releasing all those people, I'm definitely down for this.
Yeah, I do. We got to see the bill.
I would love to read that bill.
They plan on voting in a couple weeks here for the first time ever, on decriminalization of marijuana at the federal level. They're going to remove it from the substance list and leave it at a state decision to see if they legalize it or
We
not.
in Indiana. We still got some years.
I don't think so, man.
You think if they decriminalize it federally?
I think this, remember I said they was going to do it in April. Trump is not going to let weed be legalized without him doing it. Like right. You think somebody going to come into the White House? You think you gonna get that weed vote? You think you taking that weed vote from Trump? Trump about to get that right now.
Trump
about to get that weed vote.
That weed vote.
He about to get
goes
it right
against
now.
half
Watch.
of what his
they
base is for.
Bruh.
They say they stand for. They say they stand for.
But when they too many people get. When I saw who was it? Bannon, not Steve Bannon. He just got locked up. Who was the other fool who was the speaker?
He
of
got
the
locked
House?
up on fraud.
Yeah.
Good. I don't feel bad.
Paul Rand.
What about him?
He was the Speaker of the House, always against weed. Opened up that Joint Force Task Group to study weed. You're like, hey, guys, we was wrong. Come on, man. When I saw it, like, dude, bruh, he is not going to.
The science. He opened up some science.
Bruh,
he opened his mind
right
up to some science.
Conservatives are not going to let the left steal that weed vote. They are not. Like, it is too much money, right?
That's the thing.
Too much money.
It's so much money.
And
That's why
so
I
many
can't
people
understand why
and
it's not
so
legalized
many
right
people,
now.
so much money and so many people. Think of all the right states, the red states. Most of them are heavy on weed still. I mean, a lot of them are. You know what I mean? Indiana, like the Midwest Bible Belt. Like
Once you get outside of Indianapolis, yeah.
you know what I mean? It's tough. They're gonna go into the Senate vote, and they gonna get not coming to an agreement, and Trump gonna sign an executive order. Hey, you know what, man? We ain't arguing about this shit no more, and it's all gonna go to Trump. Trump got y'all weed. I guarantee it.
Yeah, I think that's how he wins the election. We talked about this.
That's
before.
bro. I thought he was gonna do it in April. This is the play. He just waited. Like, you cannot let somebody come into an election and offer weed and not give it to him beforehand. Like
when he announces it, I just want to look at Mike Pence's face. If he does that, I need to see Mike Pence's face as he
gonna be high when he doing it.
Nah, Mike Pence gonna be his face gonna be twisted up like he got diarrhea and constipation at the same time.
Man,
he's going.
Mike Pence gonna be the next person in his cabinet that get locked up. He gonna be selling that dope though. Mike Pence get locked up. He gonna just get a charge. He gonna be
Mike
caught with
Pence
that work.
gonna be sick if he legalizes weed.
Man, Indiana gonna make stupid money. Like
I don't know, man. We a little late to the party.
It ain't no.
In the very beginning, yes.
Indiana.
It's gonna even out. It's all gonna even out.
Man, Indiana gonna make stupid money as soon as they do it. Watch,
Bro, it's gonna even out.
I guarantee it. But like, man, it's too much money in it. And
the thing with marijuana is people are always growing new stuff. It's not like tobacco, so you really can't just corner the market. Like, it's a lot harder to corner the market. Let me put it like that.
And if they get the same, even in D.C. where they decriminalize that, it's not legal.
And marijuana can be grown at home.
That's what I'm saying. You can grow up to 6 plants or something like that.
Yeah, that's enough.
That's enough.
That's enough.
And so I'm
if you need more than 6 plants for personal use,
you doing bad, bro. you doing something. But
you out here living
your best life. But I'm just saying, man, it's gonna be done. Trump is gonna sign it.
I don't know, man. I'm not saying he doesn't do it.
If they don't sign if it's not a unanimous decision in the House, Trump is gonna sign an executive order.
We'll see, man.
Like, come on, man, with the stuff he pushing for police reform, the way he trying to get a hold of the black community, it's too easy, bro. Too easy. It's almost ignorant not to do it. If I was running for president, that's all you got to do.
All right, let's move on, man. I guess
we ain't got nothing to move on. You got something positive? Other than we gonna get some weed later on. We got some.
We ain't gonna get no better pay.
It's coming.
No better pay. All right, whatever. We'll see what happens, man.
It's just too easy. I've just been saying it too long. They just late. They just moving off my timeline.
I'm sorry, I got all types of Bone Thug songs in my head now.
Anyway,
something positive.
We coming.
Nah, anyway.
Hallelujah. Can I get an amen?
Man, spend time, man. Don't be. I think the most valuable commodity that we have is time. I know, and spending time doesn't always have to look how you imagined it. I mean, just this weekend, me and my daughter were reading. And I was reading some of my study material, and she just wanted to be with me, so she went and got a book. She's 2; she can't read.
She's just sitting there. But
she flipped through the book while I was reading, and we had a good time. You know what I'm saying? So make sure that you spend time with those people. You give people who are close to your heart that time, because that's more valuable than anything else. You know what I mean? We always talk about we want to give our kids this and we want to give our kids that. I think I'm more focused now on giving my kids my time and opportunities.
That's
you know
good,
what I'm saying?
Man.
So all of the material things, they're fade, but you give your kids your time and you invest in them. You get their morals and their character right, and you give them opportunities. You give them ways to grow, and you give them avenues to take. So that way, when you're not here, they still know what to do. Teach them, how to think, not what to think. That way, when they hit with situations that you may have never encountered, they can still work through those. So spend that time, not just with your kids, but with those people that are close to you. Invest in people, man.
That's really good. Well, once again, y'all, thank y'all for kicking it with us this long. Something About the Culture. You can check us out at Something About the Culture on Facebook, at SATC_show on Instagram, at Something About the Culture on Twitter. Like, share, subscribe. Once I reign,
baby.
We got these Shogun logos. Shout out to the boy So Free.
We had to get him on the show one time.
We do.
And then
man.
once, actually, we gonna drop something soon, man.
Yeah, we do. I gotta push this out heavier, man.
I'm making myself a business partner and just making shirts.
People keep on asking me for shirts, and I just haven't.
They ain't gonna look like that. They gonna be one color.
One color.
They gonna be one color, but they gonna be right.
All right, y'all. Thanks again, y'all. Peace.